So let us begin. Look up, not down. Mm. So this movie is about three and a half hours, and I was seeing reviews and what public was saying on YouTube for last few days, little bit every day. But when you see like people are sharing their experience, it is so different. Someone will say it is just extraordinary, just supremely mad. The other person will say quite different thing. So that shows that you are already prejudiced and biased. You are not looking at the picture being empty. You have your own vested interests. So, and the picture is 3.5 hours. So, some of them were saying that it is Kashmir File, which was made by the same director, Vivek Agnihotri, was better. Some of them were saying. So I thought, because in Kashmir Fire, few time I was like, maybe few time I got little bored. Not bored, but not totally absorbed. So I thought that was a smaller picture compared to this one, duration. So I thought that 3.5 hours. And if I don't like, then 3.5 hours is big time. But he made it so well that I didn't get bored even at one place, one single second. And I was the urge to pee was so much there. I had to keep it like it was just, the pressure was there that before interval I wanted not to miss anything. Not because I was seeking some entertainment. I just wanted to know what happened. What happened before the partition of India? What happened in Bengal? This is called the Great Bengal Killing. So what happened? Who were the people who created it? The chief villains of this. What was in their psyche? What was their vested interest that they were ready to fall so much down that even if thousands of people are killed, it was totally all right with them, because they wanted somehow to gain power. They wanted to kill innocent people, because without killing, their design was not going to be successful. They wanted that Calcutta should go to Pakistan. So until and unless some great right happens, lot of murder and butchery happens. It was not going to happen. And because Calcutta was the industrial capital and business capital of India, culturally the very center of India. So once Calcutta is disturbed, then the news will go to every part of the world if there is lot of killing and murder. And then the whole world will know that Muslims don't want to coexist with Hindus. Where you are lost. Remain here. Don't dream. You're just dreaming all the time. You have no connection with reality. Don't think about your teddy bear who is non-existential. Be here. If you had real boyfriend, then what would have happened? You would have just gone, finished. All your meditation, all your spirituality, all those bogus things would have disappeared. Because the real need is the hunger of your body, the hunger of your mind and emotions. Meditation is not for children. It is for grown-up people. Huh? So this incident happened on 16th of the August 1946, 1 year before India got its. You should not say that India got its freedom, because this was what kind of freedom it was, where the country was divided into two, and one part of India is going out of it. So this, you cannot call it freedom. You should call it when the division of India happened. One very big limb of India was cut. You can call that two of its hand was cut. But for people like you who are totally brainwashed, you think you are very wise because you may have read Osho, so country is of no value. When a country is created out of some lofty philosophy, then country is a big family. To create a family of 5 persons, needs some art, but to create a family of millions of people, there should be something which is binding them together, something very powerful. It can be something which is like totally fictitious, or it can be something which is significant. India is, there may be few other countries, but India is the only country in a way which calls it country motherland. Otherwise, most of the country they call it fatherland. Why mother? Why mother? Can you say something? Why they call it mother? Motherland.
Because they value mother more than father for India, for Hindus.
So it is right or wrong?
I feel it's right.
What do you feel? Why you feel? Why it makes you so difficult to feel?
Because I feel mother sacrifice more for the children.
Hmm. In India, they say there is a slok in Sanskrit where it is said that mother is 10 times or 100 times more valuable than father. And your guru is 100 times or more valuable than mother. Because the mother is giving birth to your physical form. And your guru is giving birth to your consciousness. So both cannot be compared. But we are just bound by our biology, so we don't understand anything beyond it. Among all the worldly love, mother's love is purest, if she is real mother, not a nurse. If someone is keeping you inside for 9 months and the person has some heart, then keeping someone inside you for 9 months is a very, very difficult thing. And if it is out of love totally, then it cannot be compared with the love of father. But to give birth to your soul, to this consciousness, you will have to become the womb. And the womb, here you have to keep your impregnated for no one knows how long it will take to give birth to your soul. And at the same time, the master is also totally involved. But if the disciple is not ready, then what can the master do? This is the only relation which takes you beyond body-mind, which helps you to transcend body-mind. But a person who is thinking that the body-mind is not a cage, is not a prison, it is not for that person. That person is not at all evolved much. That person is just an animal. So that person can go on reading or listening to concept like wabi sabi, but the person will remain the same stupid person. So when Indian calls it motherland, they consider this earth also like mother. It is giving you nourishment, this land. You are getting everything from this land. Your food, your water, all the agricultural product. So, because the land, this earth, is giving you everything, so they respect it. They have a sense of reverence for that. What Osho says, this sense of reverence is the greatest thing. That's why Hindus respect cow so much. They call the cow also mother. Because of the milk of the cow, you are surviving from the very beginning. Each and every cell of your body is made of her milk. You drink your mother milk only for, nowadays they don't have much milk even. Even earlier when it was, sometimes people will drink 2-3 years. But the cow milk, the whole life you are taking it in some form or other. In the same way, trees, all the agriculture products, fruits, they are nourishing you, but from where they are getting their nourishment? Even cow, it is from this earth. So we talk about 5 elements. In Hindi or Sanskrit we call it Shiti Jal Pavak Gagan Samira. Shiti means this earth, Jal means water, Pavak means fire, Gagan means the sky, and Samir means air. So life is made of all these things. So if you are a really sensitive person, a person who is evolved in his consciousness, then you will respect these things, because you cannot exist if these things disappear. That's why they call it their land motherland. In this motherland, all the mountains, rivers, trees, everything is included. All the animals, all the trees which gives you fruit, vegetable, everything is included. And at that time, I think it was uncle of Rabindranath Tagore or someone, or his nephew, created this image. In his painting, he created Bharat Mata. That means Mother Bharat. So he created a picture of, imagine it as a woman, this land, this Bharat. This word Bharat means one who is in search of light. So that is our motherland, where people, their real search is the search for truth, search for light. What in Upanishad they call, the sages of Upanishad, they call Tamso Ma Jyotirgamya, lead us from darkness to light. Asato Mam Satgamya, lead us from untruth to truth. Mrityor Mam Amritam Gamya, lead us from death to immortality, or mortality to death. This is the whole essence of this land, Bharat. This is the whole search. So at that time in Bengal, he created this, I think his name was Rabindranath Tagore, this picture of India or Bharat as a woman. For people who have no deeper understanding, they can laugh that Hindus are calling their cows mother, so bull is their father. Idiots will talk like this. You call your land motherland, and you paint a picture, you make a picture of her as a woman. These are symbolic things. You treat her, this land, as a mother. Only if you treat her as mother, then you will respect. But a person who treats his country as motherland will be more loving, will not be violent. Because from mother what you get? You get love. You get feeling, emotions. In Hindi it is called mamattu. What mother represent? She represent feeling, emotions. If mother has no feeling, then she is no mother. So when they imagine their country as motherland, they had deeper understanding. The German calls their land fatherland. That's why they could create Hitler. If you call your country fatherland, that means you are living from your left brain, you are living from left hemisphere, left brain. Logic is more important for you than feeling, than heart, than taking care, than sensitivity, than love. So that kind of people will have no trouble killing others. Because your survival is more important than anything else. That's why they could discover all those things like survival of the fittest. Darwin said survival of the fittest. What Vivekananda said, that survival of fittest is all right in the animal kingdom. But if you want to be a human being, then survival of fittest is not applicable. Here you have to, if needed, you will have to sacrifice your life also. For saving someone or for freedom, you can sacrifice your life also. Even there are things which are even more valuable than life. If your life is without dignity, then you are not human being. If people are being killed around you or women are being raped around you and you remain untouched, then you are not human being. But people who are just lost in their own private world, they are idiots. The very word the idiot means he or she has his or her own idiom, private dictionary. So it happened on 1 year before independence. Because before that a cabinet mission came, British made this cabinet mission. So they wanted that India should not be divided, India will remain one country. But they made it into 3 groups. One where Hindus will be in majority, other where their Muslims will be in majority, and the third where both of them will be mixed population. But it will remain inside India. It will not be partitioned. But they had the right to decide later on whether to remain together or separate. They called it ABC. So, in the beginning, both the parties, Congress and the Muslim League, they accepted it. But later on, when Jawaharlal Nehru and the Congress people, they said something that we are not bound by it. Later on, we can change, something like that. Then Jinnah became the Jinnah who created Pakistan, who was given this name Quaid-e-Azam by Mahatma Gandhi. So he became alert. He must be having his own desire to become the Prime Minister. And Nehru was also not ready to give him any. He said that I will not even make him a peon in my cabinet. He was also not ready to work under him. So both of them were power hungry. What do you think? Lost in your own teddy bear?
No. I heard you say the both of them are lost in power hungry.
Power hunger.
Power hunger.
Later on, when Jawaharlal Nehru was interviewed in 60s by some journalist, Western journalist, he accepted that we had become old. We could not wait for long. We were not ready to go into jail again and again. We were in hurry. So we became ready for this partition. Otherwise, if they had waited for 1-2 years more, Jinnah would have died already because he was sick. He had tuberculosis, so he could not survive long. But Nehru was also tremendously power hungry. Both of them had no love for the country. Their love was for power. And for such kind of people, it has been said, power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when these Muslims were planning, when Jinnah saw that Nehru will become the Prime Minister and he will become secondary. So he thought that he should play his own game. So he prepared these Muslims, and Muslims can be very easily, they are so brainwashed that you just have to say something in name of Muhammad or name of Allah or Quran. They can do anything. Because when you are too greedy, you think that this life is just a transit launch. The real thing is that if you kill kafirs, then your heaven will be guaranteed, will be reserved. So when he saw that when Nehru was saying that he can change this plan of cabinet mission, then he thought that the Congress is changing this, whatever the British has decided. They cannot be relied upon. So he said that he must have given speeches to Muslim mobs that for Islam, this is the right time. We need direct action. He was not a believer in Gandhi's philosophy of non-violence. So he said only if you kill, when the blood flows, then things happen. So he said that butcher as many Hindus, make a river of their blood. Only then what we want will be heard. We want a separate country. Before that, Gandhi tried. These things are shown in the movie also. I don't know what Gandhi was doing. What was his game plan? But he met Jinnah and there he just to buttress his ego, he gave him the title, this Qaid-e-Azam. I think it means the emperor of the whole world, something like that, or great emperor, whatever. This is how this title to Gandhi was given, Mahatma was given by Rabindranath Tagore, and Rabindranath and Gandhi called him what Gandhi used to call him. I'm forgetting. So everyone was giving title to each other. It is very ego fulfilling. I'm just forgetting the word, but so and they talked, Jinnah and Gandhi. Gandhi said that here everyone is, all the Muslims in this country they are converted. Their culture is same, everything is same. So where you have heard that when a country has same culture, there will be partition. They may have converted later on into as Muslims, but there everything is same. They were all Hindus before. So why you want a separate country? Jinnah said no. Our culture is not same. Our food habit is not same. You believe in many gods. We believe only in one Allah. Your food habit, you don't eat cows. We eat cows. We don't believe in your culture. Our culture is totally, it's Arabic, it's Persian, not your culture. So I'm forgetting the last thing what Gandhi said to him, because it was a big movie and everything cannot remain in your head. So many things happen these days that you forget many things. So maybe Gandhi may have said that it is your personal ambition, why you are, for your own personal ambition, why you want such bloodshed. And he said that this non-violence, ahimsa and truth, my ahimsa and truth will be victorious. You may do any kind of violence, but ultimately this non-violence, ahimsa and sat, truth, will be victorious. But Jinnah did not agree to that. And he ordered his people that make all the streets of Calcutta into red. Kill as many people as you can. And at that time, in Bengal, it was the man he was called at that time Prime Minister, not Chief Minister. So Prime Minister at that time was Sohrawardi, a Muslim. So he was Jinnah's man. He was leader of Muslim League. And they have their Muslim National Guard, a kind of army. And he was the head of the administration. He was the head of the police also. So what he did was that he, like, perhaps there were 22 police station in Calcutta. So he managed it in such a way that all the Hindus were given holidays. So only Muslims were in police station at that time. For Hindu, he told them, it is for you a holiday, so you go to your home. So, and two of the police station, their head was Anglo-Indian, and so all the Hindus were on holiday. So when the killing will happen, no Hindu police will be there to save them. So Muslim will have their free time to kill as many people as they can manage. I am telling this story, this can happen anywhere. Don't remain in illusion. And this is happening all the time. Now what is happening? Because you are lost in your teddy bear and all kind of stupidity. What Trump is doing is far more mad thing which he is doing now. Already the Prime Minister, I think, of Japan has resigned. Because Trump wanted from every country, he wants booty, he wants them that they should bribe America. So Japan was to give about $650 billion or something to America. Or maybe they were having this business of 650, or they were going to contribute something like that, which the Japanese Prime Minister didn't agree. Because in Japan, as far as their security is concerned, they are not sovereign. Since World War II, America is holding them. So their constitution has been made by America, and they are dependent for their so many things, their food and everything from other countries, especially from America. So if you are having a conflict with America, you cannot survive. It is a small country. That's why when COVID happened, Modi declared publicly, told the people that because West can, anytime they are giving you something, they can stop it. So he talked about that we need to be totally independent about these things. I'm forgetting the word, Swabhilamban or something, the word he used. Not this word, there was something. That means you have to be self-reliant totally. If you are dependent on West for your needs, then they will use you. They will be the puppeteer, and you will be the puppet. But Japan cannot become, because it cannot produce so much food. Its land is small country, and if it is trying to rebel against America, it has not got that much weapon. Then China will also try to boss over it, because all these countries are same. I was just here listening. I was just seeing the headline in YouTube. I didn't see inside, but it looked like it was written that the Prime Minister or President, I think President of France, has also resigned. I will see after talking. And in Nepal also there is a lot of trouble is happening. So America is able to manage in all these countries. And if thing becomes little bad in your country also, all your teddy bear stories will be just shattered. Your sweet dream will turn into nightmare. So you are a grown-up person, behave like a grown-up grown-up person. Don't be a mustache baby talking to a phantom. If you are a grown-up, play your role of a mature person. Play the role of a grown-up person. You are no longer a child. You are not even a teenager that you are looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend. Time is over for all those things. Now do something higher. So now their whole concentration is India. They are doing their very best to remove Modi. Now I am feeling that they can manage because they can create anything. I don't know whether India has any. If they, like some of the people who are just traitors, they behave as if they are teaching people. They have coaching institutes. But when you get lot of fund, lot of money, then you can be bought. Everyone has his or her price. Very few people have such strong backbone that they are not ready to sell themselves. So there is one Khan sir. I never liked this person. He is very famous among students because he take less money. It may be just a camouflage. You are not taking much money, but the money is coming to you far more bigger amount of money secretly. So then why you need to take much money from poor students? Now this man is. Now there are those teachers who were not showing their real face. Now they are showing their real face. Some of them are very popular coaching institutes here. Now I can see, if you are getting money fund from other country, then you will brainwash the people. You will create them, you will make them in such a way that you are preparing them to be against their own government. And most of the people, they don't have that much intelligence that they can see the secret designs. I am very grateful to Osho that I was ready to go total way, whatever meditation he was offering. I was not like people like you or Bhupendra. So I just did 100%. And now I can see what is hidden inside the person. I am not easily convinced. Someone may be talking very good things. I don't doubt so quickly, but when I see, the moment I see there is some design, in the beginning I will trust the person. But when I see that what is the hidden desire, the hidden agenda, once it starts becoming clear that this person is playing some game, and if the person is going against the country, then that person should be treated as an enemy. Because our present government is doing everything for the people, so why one has to go against? If you are going against it, that means you have been bought. And if you are doing things against the country, then you are playing with the lives of millions of billions of people. Once Modi is gone, then this country will be just again a slave. This country will become a puppet again. Modi is doing everything to make it independent. Even if he fails, this is the best thing that can be done, that should be done. That's why I say that people like Modi, they are the real spiritual people, not those who are just saying Osho, Osho, and just enjoying peace where there is nothing to disturb, running away to Himalayas or running to some ashram or playing with teddy bears. These people are just worthless. when you want freedom, you need responsibility also. If you are not responsible, then you are a worthless person. The way now this man Bhupendra is running away, Bhopu Prasad, that shows this kind of selfishness is of very low kind. You have made use of Air Force, now you want to, just because you want an escape from reality. So you are running away. Should not have joined. What was the need to join? If you that shows that when there is no clarity, you do things which later on you feel it that was not the right thing for you. That's why when I was in confused state, I was in depression, nothing was clear. But I was at least not corrupt person. So I saw that if things are not clear inside, the first thing is that I should have clarity. Only then I should decide which path I have to follow, what work I have to do. If there is no clarity, out of a confused state, you should not take any decision. Otherwise, you will repent later on. And whatever was best in the given circumstance, according to my potential and capability, I did. I did my very best. My situation may not be very conducive, may not be good, but I made the best use possible. Because I knew that I was not very healthy also in the beginning. So I thought that first thing I have to do, my center has to be free from all the cloud, free from all the diseases. My mirror has to be clean. Only when it is clean, I will be able to see clearly which is the right path, which is the path which will lead me to ditches. It may take few years, it may take, at that time I was ready even to take 100 lives. Even if it takes 100 life, I will go on sacrificing my each and every life. Because this is the only right thing. If you are living your life just following your desires, then you are not a human being at all. You are just a football or a robot. So then Jinnah and his man Saurabh Bardi, and there was other people, Gulam, some things. So they, first of all, they distributed the pamphlet in the whole city that time has come, Kafir should be taught lesson. And they were from every part of Bengal. They invited criminals and people like that, all those more violent people, so that, and they had prepared everything like guns and petrol bombs, rods, knives. And Hindus were also a little bit aware, because everywhere they were distributing pamphlet and it was in the air that something is going to happen. But Hindus are just, they are not so violent. They remain asleep till things becomes too bad. And I think because Gandhi had brainwashed them so much already, that whatever happens, you have to remain non-violent. Then you can convert the heart of the people. But you can convert the heart of human being. You cannot convert animals. You may do anything. But animals, and they are there, even to compare them with animal is an insult to animals. You cannot convert brutes. You cannot convert demons, devils. If you go even deeper, this is the law of life. There will be always fight between darkness and light, between good and evil. They can never become one, between night and day. So what? So never have this illusion. As long as this game has to continue, the world cannot be ever free from evil. As it cannot be like you, only the day will remain. Night will be there. If the day is there, night will be there. Because both are there, the life continues. They are coming from the same energy. For human being, it is both inside you. Negative is also inside you, positive is also inside you. Once you want to be totally silent and peaceful, you will have to go beyond both positive and negative. You will have to go beyond darkness and light. That is liberation. You have transcended both. But if you want this life, the game of world to continue, both the things will always remain. Never imagine that one day all the bad forces will disappear. There will be only peace. Everything will be all goody-goody. It is never going to happen. You will have to always choose whether to be with the forces of good or forces of evil. Whether to be with Ram or be with Ravan. Whether to be with Krishna or be with Duryodhana. Or you can call it to be with Pandavas or be with Kauravas. In the war of Mahabharata, Krishna said that I will not fight with any party, whether it is Kauravas or Pandavas. He gave this choice to both, to Arjuna and Duryodhana. You can either choose me or my army. Because Arjuna sat at his feet, so he gave him the first chance. He was when both of them came to ask for his help, he was sleeping at that time. You can call his divine Leela. divine game. So when he opened his eyes, he first saw Arjuna, because Arjuna was a humble man. So he sat near his feet. Duryodhan was a very egoistic man. He said, I am also, why should I sit near his feet? He sat behind him, behind his head. So when a person will awake from sleep, he will first see the person who is sitting near his leg. So he first saw Arjun. So both of them had gone there to ask for his help. So he first gave chance to Arjun. And Duryodhan was trembling inside. He thought that when you have two choice, whether to get the army or to get this person who is not even going to fight, then only fool will ask for him. But Arjun said that I am not interested in your army. That I can do on my own. I am interested in you. I come for you. I came for you. And then inside, Duryodhan was so happy. But he was a clever man, cunning man. He said that when my younger brother he has already asked you, so I will take your army. I am so generous. And inside he was just, when he went to his cunning Mama Shakni, who was brainwashing him all the time. So he was very happy. He said that this Arjun is a great idiot. He asked for Krishna, who is not even going to fight. So I got what I came for. I got his whole army, which is a very, very big army. So this Sakni Mama, Sakni uncle. Mama is uncle from maternal side. So he said, you are a fool. This man is Mayavi. Even he is stronger than all the armies. And it is said, wherever the Krishna will be, there will be victory. So Krishna had said that I will be just a charioteer, Sarthi. I will not fight, but I will be like your driver of the car. So he became the charioteer of Arjun. That is the whole symbol of this, that when you are guided by a man who is enlightened, when you are guided by a man of wisdom, you will never do the wrong things. So ultimately they won. But here this man, he has no real understanding, this MC Gandhi. I will not explain the whole thing, but this is a good thing. Though he is called M.K. Gandhi, his name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, but I call him Muhammad Das. Das means servant. Mohan is Krishna, but he is no servant of Krishna. He is Muhammad Das, servant of Muhammad. Muhammad Das Karamati Gandhi, I call him. I can even distort more, but at present I will only say Karamati means a person who is always doing gymnastics. Very twisted kind of person. He is not a simple person. He will make things complex. So because this man, I think he was an agent of British and Muslims. So he has disarmed the whole Hindus. He had not understood Buddha or Mahavir, that he understood what non-violence is. He was himself a very violent man. He had mistreated his wife very much. He has mistreated his children very much. Not a person He was forcing things upon people, those who were living in his ashram. Even husband and wife could not have sex. People could not drink tea and coffee, otherwise he will go into fast unto death. He will say that if they are doing this, that means I may have sinned something. My positive energy is not so much. Otherwise, why people will drink tea or have sex? And himself, he was doing all kind of experiment of brahmacharya where he will sleep with women, wives of his disciples, and there were some very young girls also. He may not be having sex, but he was doing all other things. So Hindus were unprepared. So it was just unimaginable the kind of butchering happened. For 2-3 days they went on killing, raping. Just I was here listening while I was eating that they went into one college where Victoria College or some girls' college. These Muslim League people, they entered inside. They started disrobing girls and raped 4 women, and then they hanged them on the windows. So it was and they were saying that this is the auspicious time for Islam. It was time of Ramzan, where they do their fasting. And he said this is the time when the Battle of Badr happened, where 313 Muslims could kill these idol worshippers and kafirs. So they were Jews, so they killed 313 Muslims. They killed the Jews, but what they do is that how they are successful. They do some kind of treaty that we will not have war for 4 years something. Meanwhile, they will go on preparing, and the other party is relaxed that we already have treaty. They are not going to fight. So they are asleep. Then in the middle of the night, they will attack. And they will kill all the men, and they will rape all the women, and they will check those who children, whether they have pubic hair or not. If they have pubic hair, then they will kill them also, because they can take revenge. So this is their great bravery. So for 2-3 days they went on killing spree. All the main holes and all the, from where the water passes, drainage system, everything was choked because there were only dead bodies. There was even no one to burn these dead bodies, because all those, even those who do it, all those Hindus were killed. There were vultures on the sky of Calcutta, and because of the vultures the sky became almost dark. So much vultures were there, only dead bodies. Then there was one person there, his name was Gopal Mukherjee, and he is called Gopal Patha because he was a Hindu Brahmin, but he had a shop of meat. He was a meat seller also, and he was a wrestler also, and he had some organization which used to help people when they had some kind of problems, like they were not getting food, or because of famine or something. So he will help, and he had created a kind of army of his wrestlers also. So when he appeared in this scene like a Krishna, when Krishna said in Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasklani, whenever there will be like the evil power will try to dominate, I will appear to save those who are sages and those who are good people. So it is not that Krishna will come as a Krishna. The positive energy will create someone. Like at present Modi is doing everything to protect this country. So this man came, Gopal Patha, and he said that we will have to fight. If they are killing one Hindu, we will kill 10 of them. But he said that no woman should be touched, no children should be touched, no old man should be touched. Only those who are doing these things, they should be replied. So this is the difference. When you are fighting war of dharma, what in Mahabharat Yudh is called Dharm Yudh. That means you will be fighting, but you will not fighting in a way unconscious people fight. You will not be fighting like Rakshas, like demons. Even in war, in battle, there will be rules and law. That you will not kill people who are asleep, you will not kill children, you will not rape women. So he said, as long as I am alive, no woman, no children, no old person will be killed. Then they invited people from states which were near, like from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. They invited Yadavs from Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, that they knew how to fight with what do you call it, this stick. They were expert in that. And they invited all these Aaron Smith to create weapons, swords and knives. In nights they were making it for, and they asked the people who are businessmen that you give money, we need money to create weapons. Then there were American people, they were there after the Second World War. They had their weapons, they were ready to sell their weapons, guns and pistols for certain amount of money, maybe 200 rupees for one pistol or something. So they took everything, and then they took a real great revenge. Within few days, they were taught real lesson. And then this Chief Minister Sohrawardy, who was the architect of this violence, he fell into the feet of Gandhi. Now you do something. So Gandhi came, and then Gandhi asked Hindus that you surrender all your weapons. So most of the Hindus surrendered their weapons, almost all. But Gopal Patha said, I will not surrender anything. First you ask them to surrender. First, and where you were when they were killing the Hindus. You ask them to surrender. I will not even surrender one needle if that has helped me to kill these people. Gandhi said that ahimsa will save people. He said ahimsa, what ahimsa was doing so far. I will not follow your ahimsa, I will follow my dharma. If they are killing innocent people, they are raping women, I cannot remain silent. So he didn't listen to Gandhi. Then after some time, the Muslim, they said, we will take revenge at other place. So then there is a place called Noakhali. That there 80% of the people were Muslims, and Hindu were only 20%. So there they gave speeches. They said that we work in the field, and Hindus are rich. They are the owner of field. Our women are just weak. Their women are healthy. They are good looking. So now time has come. Rape their women. We will make them our own. So in Noakhali, such violence happened. Just there are Western Annie Besant and other people who have written it, that the people were killing in such a way that people were jumping into well, one on top of other. They desecrated the temples. They cut cows there. They raped so many women there. And Gandhi remained silent. One man was there, his name was some Rai Bahadur. He was a member of Hindu Mahasabha and also law chamber or something. So he tried to prevent this carnage. He invited all the Hindus. He had a big bagan. He had a big land. He said that all the Hindus, you come at my place. So when the Muslims, goons, they attacked that place, for 2 days he fought with them. Later on he was killed and his head was given as a gift to the leader of these Muslim crowd. Violence, when it cannot be avoided, you can understand that when like criminals or butchers or murderers are killing people, innocent people, then you will also have to reply. But this kind of violence where you are raping women, where you are just enjoying shearing people into two parts, or you are offering your leader head of someone in a bowl or something, and that person is enjoying. This is sickness. But they do this kind of thing. That's why I say this is no religion. This is for Rakshas. Anyone who thinks that this is like a religion, I think almost all the Abrahamic religions have done this kind of criminal acts. The war of Mahabharata, when it happened in India, it was not between followers of two different religions. Both of them were following the same religion. It was a fight between good and evil. And those who were sane, those who had understanding, they did their very best to stop it. But when the forces of evil, those who were following evil, they were not ready to listen, then the fight happened. But it was, all the effort was made to prevent it. Krishna himself tried his very best. But nothing happened. Because those who are followers of darkness, their consciousness is so clouded, they cannot see the consequence, what will happen later on. They think they are not going to be killed. They are so powerful. And killing others is always a pleasure for them. Their God is pleased when you kill others. Their Allah will reward them. That is their belief. But if your God will reward you for doing evil things, he is no God. He is himself a demon. Raping a woman, how can any God like it? You should call him demon. You are a worshipper of demon. Killing people, innocent people. In the movie they showed it. This is not that they are showing something, they are exaggerating. Actually they have shown very little what really happened. So they showed in the movie that at one place it was a kind of a factory or a mill. So the people, hundreds of people were collected there to save themselves, all the Hindus. And it was so suffocating because hundreds and thousands of people were there. There was no food. They had not eaten food for even 4 or 5 days. No water. So it was shown that one boy, small boy, because he was so thirsty, because so many people were in that confined place and it was really hot and humid. So from someone's hand, sweats were coming and the boy was drinking that sweat, because it must have been so, his throat must have become so painful, must have become for him, that even to drink that sweat. But when you are just lost in your teddy bear kind of thing, then you are also brainwashed. Why I am talking? I have already seen the movie. I am not talking because it is giving me some pleasure. But if you remain asleep, this is going to happen always. It happens because people who think they are good, they are asleep. That's why I like this quote very much. Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. And where there is lack of vision, people perish. If you want to be free, then you will have to be awake. The same thing is happened in Bengal even now. Wherever the Muslims are in number, if they become 10%, then the vote bank is created. When they become 20%, then they start doing all kind of violence. And when they are 30%, then they demand separate country. And it is not that it happened somewhere in the past. It is happening now, this very moment, in all the European country, in India, everywhere. Just last year, even now it is continuing in Bangladesh, which was created by India, because Bengalis were being raped and murdered by Pakistanis. So Indira Gandhi sent her Indian force and they created the country. But they were fooled that they could not. They should have dissolved their army. The Indian army should have been there, so that in future they will not never mistreat the Hindus. Or at least they should have taken some land for Hindus. But when you think you are very good, you are doing just thing, Hindus and Muslims should coexist. Hindus can coexist, but Muslim can never coexist. And even in the company, when you are living in wrong company, you also start becoming polluted. So Hindus also have been living with Muslims for such a long time. So there will be some Hindus politicians also like them also. If you want to be powerful, you can be powerful only when there is trouble time. Then only you have the opportunity to become leader. So that kind of people are everywhere, but the real thing is the religion. The religion which are born in East, what we call Sanatan Dharma or whatever even Lao Tzu has given, you will never find anything wrong in these things, because they have tried to understand the laws of existence, eternal laws. They are not blind believer in any god. They are interested in deeper laws. Like there is law of gravity. There are so many laws. So what laws are governing you? You have to find out. In the movie, it showed that once Rai Bahadur, who was in Noakhali, he was influential man there. He could have killed this Ghulam Muhammad. He had his weapon. If he had killed at that time, this monster would not have been able to kill so many people. So when you forgive monsters, then later on you will repent. If Jinnah and Gandhi, these people were killed, millions of people, their lives would have been saved. So what looks like sin or bad action may not be always bad. If you want to save millions of people, then you have to kill one monster, 2 monsters, 10 monsters. Their number is always small. But if you are forgiving them, if you are showing your pseudo compassion on them, then you are a stupid person. And even Vivek Ranjan Agnihotri, who had made this movie, who is writer and director, he said that Gandhi and Nehru, they were failure as leaders, complete failures. If they had succeeded, how the country could have been divided? How Jinnah could have succeeded? So one has to accept it. We accepted wrong people as our leader. Subhash Chandra Bose was the right leader. Bhagat Singh was the right leader. Savarkar was the right leader. But because Gandhi and Nehru was ready to compromise, so Britisher gave the power to them. There may be other things I may tell later, but enough for now. Because 2 things more I have to say. I give it 10 out of 10 in everything, direction, story, very engrossing and it's a great eye opener. And all the Indians, not only Indians, everyone should see the movies. If you want to avoid violence, then you have to be aware of things which leads to violence. If you are asleep, then violence will happen. Especially all the Hindus should see, because they are all, it is always, if they remain asleep, these kind of things will happen again and again. because for them this is an unfinished agenda. They have to conquer India, Gazbaye Hind. They said that, just wait. So I was saying all the Hindus should see it, definitely. In fact, everyone should see it. Because those who call themselves good people, they're unalert, they're asleep, they're very comfortable. It happened in the past. It is happening now everywhere. Almost the whole UK, Britain is in the hand of these Islamists. All the European countries, even America, they are increasing their number. They have already conquered one city in America. It has its Muslim mayor. And once they have their thing, then they start interfering in your life. Then they say that this place will be run by Sharia, not by your constitution. Whatever is their desire is very clear. They go on making it clear that you have no right to exist, but you are an idiot, you are a stupid person. You think all human beings are same. How can all be same? All religions are same. How can all religions be same? The religion can be only as good as its founder. See the whole history of Muhammad. Where is love in his life? Where is compassion in his life? Where is awareness in his life? Where he himself transformed his energy. He was extremely sexual. He was a rapist. He was a murderer. So where is any transformation in his life? So this movie is a great eye-opener. I knew many of the things. I've tried to see all those things because I'm not an obsessed person that I will be meditating the whole day. If meditation has happened in your life, you are more responsible. But when people are not ready to listen, I can only share whatever I feel. And Hindus are not seeing more. This movie is not. It is not looking at present that it is going to be a very. It should have been the greatest hit. Because this is a real movie. Those movies which are made only for entertainment, they are for mustache baby. I was just listening now before I started talking to you while I was eating. He said that I have done almost 5 years of research he has done for this movie. And this it may have been bigger file before, but the later smaller file was of 18,000 pages. So you just try to imagine how much he has worked to gather all the facts. Those facts which the Congress government tried to cover up. Most of the people, they don't know who is Gopal Patha, the man who was the savior of Hindus, who became almost a butcher. But when you have to deal with butchers, you will have to become butcher. You cannot teach them love and all those things. The Christians, they will say what Jesus is saying: love thy neighbor as thyself, love thy enemy as thyself. And they have just butchered and killed people everywhere in the name of love. So sweet words are sweet words. But what is the reality? Their crusades and jihads of Muslims, the way the Christians have converted people everywhere. Even monsters will shudder to do all those things. The way Mohammedans have killed people, the way they have butchered. It's just imaginable. You call yourself human being. And what you have done? Even if there is war and battle, you have to fight with the soldiers. How can any sane person kill innocent people who have nothing to do with war? How can they kill women and children? But whenever they conquer any land, the first thing they will do is to rape women. Because that is what they want to do. But if you remain asleep, these things will go on happening again and again. Then you are responsible. What Yogi Adityanath said, batenge to katenge. If you remain divided, you will be chopped, you will be killed. If you want to remain safe, if you want there should be peace, then you will have to be united. If you are united as people, no one can harm you. United we stand, divided we fall. So anywhere where there are good people should always unite. If you are just living your life as an island, when you will be in trouble, no one will come to your rescue. This kind of selfishness is sign of a very low person, very low evolved consciousness. When nothing is touching you, when the suffering of other people is not touching you, then you are just a stone. You are dead already. You may think you are alive, but you are already living a posthumous life. Okay. How was this one?
Hey, excellent, Swami.
Even to say excellent, as if you have to spend some money in that.
No money needed, Swami.
You cannot say all those things because you don't have any feeling for it. Your feeling is only for teddy bear and what doll? Very famous doll?
Barbie doll?
Barbie doll. My cousin also used to have the when she was living in England with both her parents were doctors. So when she came, she brought this one. Barbie doll is all right when you are just a baby. But if you are grown up, then you are playing with Barbie doll or teddy bear, then you are an idiot. You are just a retarded person. So it reached to the place or not?
Yes, it reached.
You are little better or not?
Yes,
or
better.
Same stupid person.
Better.
Even if living a real life looks like an uphill task, live real life. Don't live life of dreams. Otherwise, you are not human being. You are just a machine. A machine who is only seeking pleasure and comfort.
Yes, Swami.
So you accepted these things or you're not liking it?
I'm accepting, Swami. Wabi sabi, Swami.
What wabi sabi?
Accepting life.
Well, just quoting you will not be able to accept. You will have to get rid of your childishness, your immaturity.
Yes, Swami.
Okay? And if the movie comes with English subtitle, then see later on.
Okay.
You haven't seen enough of Batman and Superman and
Yes.
teddy bear.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Swami. Om.
So it doesn't look like you will be able to share today.
I'll be able to
Or
share. I'll be able to share.
okay.
Okay. Om.
You need to have some willpower once you decide.
Okay.
I could have also slept. What was for me to? I've seen the movie. I knew that you don't like this thing much. You like your only when I give attention to you. But why I shared? Because I can do only what I can do. I am aware about these things that people should be united. Otherwise, if you are dealing with demons and you are living a life of an island, then this will happen again and again. This has happened to Hindus, but they never learn anything. They're all playing with bears, their own teddy bears, their personal teddy bears. They're only interested in making more and more money. There were so many rich people in Bangladesh also. They had all the good position and everything. But when the madness possesses these Muslims, then they will not. They will first destroy those who are rich, who are successful, because they have more things there. They can loot more. And Gopal Patha even said to his people that you should not loot anywhere, because then we will lose the moral ground. We have to not do anything wrong, otherwise we are already a loser. Why he said that? Why Ravan was defeated? Because he was not following the dharma. He was fighting with Ram, but he kidnapped his wife. This is cowardice. That's why he was defeated, because he was doing everything wrong. Okay, you include these things.
Okay, Swami. Thank you.
I have not rested even for 1 minute. I am not being paid like you are being paid. If you are working in your college, you are getting money. And I was very ready that if this is how I will not talk. I was almost I had decided that I'm not going to share, but then after I saw the movie and when things change inside, then I don't. Whatever you are, you may be anything, but you have the possibility. If you have always have two ways. When your heart is not throbbing for people who are suffering anywhere, then you are dead already. This is the sign. This is the sign of life. If you feel for other living being or not. Since I started giving food to the cat, it goes on continues. I am getting nothing out of it, but when it is a matter of saving life of whether it's animal or human being, and they think that here they can be protected. I'm just listening to a Bliss Brain is the name of the book. The man who has written is a psychologist. He lost everything in fire, his whole home, millions of dollars of home. Everything was lost. But he said that when later on, because there was no possibility, he had two kittens, and he was very he was repenting that he could not save its life of that. He said that everything was burned, but what was bringing tears to my eyes and my wife's eyes mostly was those two kittens. So that shows somewhere the person was evolved. Everything, he had Rolls Royce and so many other cars, very rich person. Everything was lost. But for him, the most valuable thing was those kitten. Because even if you have Rolls Royce and everything, they cannot communicate anything with you. Animals have tremendous EQ, emotional intelligence. Okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you,
So
Swami.
show them that you are still alive, you are not dead. You were on the right path, but then when the ego comes, ego just wants its own attention. Then you start going on the wrong path.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, Swami. Thank you, Swami.
Okay.
Om.